Good afternoon, everyone. There you go. Welcome to Macon-Bibb County Board of Commission meeting. This is our pre-commission meeting. Today is April the 15th, normally tax day, but I understand Georgia's been granted a small reprieve. So happy April the 15th, everyone. Today is Tuesday, and the time is approximately 4:32. We're getting started a couple minutes late, but I'd like to welcome everyone here for our meeting. We have our regular pre-commission meeting at 4:30, followed by our regular meeting at 6 o'clock tonight. We will have a need to go to executive session tonight, so we'll take a brief moment for that in due time. I'd like to officially welcome everyone here and call this meeting to order. And I'm not aware of any presentations we have right now, but we do have the approval of the minutes. The approval of the minutes are from the April the 1st, 2025 meeting. And can I get a motion to approve? Motion by Commissioner Wynn. Do we have a second? Second by Commissioner Stewart. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries, will be sent to consent agenda. Item 4 is the appointments of authorities, boards, and committees. We have several appointments tonight, at least one here. A resolution of Macon-Bibb County Commission appointing Kelly Potts and reappointing Liana Rogers and Todd Dixon as members of the Region 5 Emergency Medical Services Council. That is sponsored by myself, Commissioners Joey Hewitt and Commissioner Paul Bronson. They've served our boards well, and they were recommended for appointment. So at this time, entertain a motion for approval. Motion by Commissioner Bronson. We have a second. Second by Commissioner Bailey. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries and will be sent to a consent agenda. Item 5 deals with new alcohol beverage licenses. We do have a couple of those tonight. The first one is the Bombay Curry, doing business as Dream CAJ Corporation, located at 3292 Bloomfield Village Drive. I think most of us are aware of that operation there, and they do meet all the legal and statutory requirements to serve alcohol. So at this time, I'd entertain a motion for approval. Motion by Commissioner Bailey. Do we have a second? Second by Commissioner Wynn. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries unanimously and we sent to consent agenda. I'm going to move on to the Macon-Mercer, located at 3737 LLC, located at 3737 Mercer University Drive. This is another item that legal has recommended approval. They meet all the legal and statutory requirements there as well. And at this time, I'll entertain a motion for approval. Motion by Commissioner Howell, second by Commissioner Wilder. Any questions? Here are no questions. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries. We'll move it to consent agenda. Item D is legal recommends approval as well. This is C, Doolin Piano Bar, located at 570 Mulberry Street. Was not aware that was still open. It was a change of ownership, I think. A change of ownership there. Legal has done all the research on that, and they do recommend approval, meeting legal and necessary requirements, and also completed a good standing certificate, which means they owe no taxes. So this time I make a motion to approve. Do we get a second? Got a second by Commissioner Wynn. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries to be sent to consent agenda. Item D is Sunny Bake Live. It's located at 6024 Mosley-Dixon Road. I think we're familiar with that is. I don't see a picture there, but if you're going to Tobesofsky, you'll see that right there. And they do meet all the legal and statutory requirements and certificate of good standing. So at this time, legal does recommend approval. Can I get a motion to approve? Motion by Commissioner Wilder, second by Commissioner Bailey, okay, and Bryant. The Bailey-Bryant combination over there. We have a motion, second and third. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed, nay. All right. We have the final denial of a new alcohol beverage license for the New Start Food Mart, LLC, doing business as Kitchen Pride. At this time, we've met all the legal and statutory requirements that we have on behalf of legal. That's why it's back on this calendar here. And legal does recommend denial. Commissioner, Mayor Pro Tem Carr.
I'd just like to make the motion and thank y'all for doing your due diligence. I'd like to make the motion and thank y'all for doing the due diligence on this. This is one of the sites that I get the most constituent complaints about, and I just really appreciate code enforcement and everybody involved just going through the motions to get us to today. So thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem Clark. I'll take that as a motion. We have a second. Second by Commissioner Bailey. All those in favor of the denial, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries unanimously to be sent to consent agenda. Item 6 begins with our community development block grants. I saw Ms. Jackson here. As you recall, a couple of meetings ago, she went and explained how we do this process every year with the budget, and these are awarding the contracts, so we'll go through those. We used to do these in block, by the way. We started just doing them individually in case there are any questions. But we'll begin with item 6A, which is a resolution of Macon-Bibb County Commission authorizing the mayor to execute an agreement with First Choice Primary Care, granting community development block grants, funding in the amount of $100,000 to provide diagnosis, yeah, that's it too, and treatment, I need to put my glasses on, for chronic and acute conditions. That is sponsored by myself and Commissioner Paul Bronson would like to co-sponsor that. So at this time, we'd take that as a motion and second. Any questions concerning this block grant? Hearing no questions, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries unanimously to be sent to consent agenda. Item B is a resolution of Macon-Bibb County Commission authorizing the mayor to execute an agreement with Crisis Line and Safe House of Central Georgia, granting a community development block grant, CDBG, funding an amount of $38,500 to provide shelter services for individuals and families involved in domestic violence situations with a 12-month period. At this time, we'd entertain a motion for approval. Motion by, who's that over here? Okay. And a second by Bronson, I think I heard over there. And we got, sure, Ms. Wynn.
Thank you.
And Commissioner Bryant, we got you as co-sponsor as well. Did you have a question also? That was it. Okay. We do have a motion and second. There's no questions. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries. It will be sent to consent agenda. Item C is a resolution of Macon-Bibb County Commission authorizing the mayor to execute an agreement with United Way of Central Georgia, granting the CDBG fund as well, grant, an amount of $72,290 to provide meals, paper goods, and disposable cleaning supplies for residents of Brookdale Resource Center. That is a grant. I get a motion to approve? Motion by Commissioner Wilder, second by, I heard two people there, Bronson and Bailey, the other BB. We got a motion, second, third. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries and will be sent to consent agenda. Item D is a resolution of Macon-Bibb County Commission authorizing the mayor to execute an agreement with Big Brothers and Big Sisters of the Heart of Georgia, Inc., granting community development block grant, this time in the amount of $16,494. How you doing? See you guys out there. And I have my glasses on now. I see you there present. So thank you for being here tonight as well and all the work that you do. So this time we'd entertain a motion for approval. Motion, oh, I heard that loud and clear. I got you.
Just put a standing motion.
I get accused of being on the right, and then I get accused of being on the left. I just heard the sweet voice over here compared to your voice. So we'll recognize Commissioner Paul Bronson, by the way, and Commissioner Bay, we got a second there. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries and will be sent to consent agenda. Item E, almost there. Resolution of Macon-Bibb County Commission authorizing the mayor to execute an agreement with Family Advancement Ministries, CDBG, funding in the amount of $15,790.95 to provide eligible families with daycare assistance, which we certainly love and appreciate it. That's my motion. Can I get a second? Second. We got a second by Bronson, it sounds like. Any other questions? Got a motion and second. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries and will be sent to the consent agenda. Rounding out Section 6, Item F, is a resolution of Macon-Bibb County Commission to authorize the mayor to execute an amendment to the independent contractor agreement with River Edge Foundation in an amount of $180,000 to be paid from the Federal Home Program and Community Block Development Grant, $180,000. This time we entertain a motion for approval. Motion by Wilder, second by Bailey. There you go. I'm going to get y'all's distinct voices down there. Got Wilder and Bailey. Any other questions? I can't give you all of them, Mr. Bronson. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries and we sent the consent agenda. Mr. Jackson, you did a wonderful job tonight. Thank you for being here. So I would like for everyone that just received those grants to please stand up and be recognized. I see you all here and I appreciate you being here tonight in case there are any questions. We appreciate the good work you do for our community. We just ask you to keep up the good work and let us know if we can be of further assistance to you. So we're going to move on to the rest of our meeting, beginning with item 7A. This is a resolution of the Macon-Bibb County Commission authorizing the mayor to execute an agreement with or issue a purchase order to LFG Specialties and Aptum Company for the purchase of landfill flare system in the amount of $285,220 to be paid from the SPLOST 2018 fund closure. This is part of our closure. If you know what the flares are, that's the methane gas comes out. This has to be done in order for us to maintain compliance and not to get penalized by the Environmental Protection Division. So this is flare for the landfill that has to be done according to the law. So Commissioner Wynn, did you have another follow-up on that?
It just burns up that gas, right?
It does.
Wasn't some of the gas out of that landfill going to?
It was, but the quality has gone down since we're not having an active landfill that we keep putting things there. So the quality goes down, so it's not an important need anymore.
So they're not buying it anymore?
That's correct.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. You're welcome. Commissioner Bronson, did you have a question?
Hey, just supporting this, all right, just want to make sure, though, as far as the flare goes, have we done any additional studies as far as the air quality in this regard that this may intertwine or affect, or is that a?
I'm not aware of any air quality issues out there, but we are inspected on a regular basis, and we have found no issues.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, sir.
At this time, we entertain a motion for approval.
So move.
Motion by Commissioner Bronson, second by Commissioner Wynn. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries and will be sent to consent agenda. We're getting very, very close to closing that landfill out, and then we'll decide what's going to happen next there, but we'll update you shortly on that. Item B is a resolution of Macon-Bibb County Commission authorizing the mayor to enter into an intergovernmental contract with the Macon-Bibb County Urban Development Authority to provide for the issuance of bonds, the acquisition of a parking garage, and the making of certain payments concerning the bonds, and to enter into a pilot agreement with the Macon-Bibb County Urban Development Authority, Gateway 75 LLC, the Bibb County School District, the Macon-Bibb County Board of Tax Assessors, and the Macon-Bibb County Tax Commissioner to provide certain payments in lieu of taxes on certain parcels, all in furtherance of the D.T. Walton Development Project containing a parking garage, mixed-use retail, and multifamily elements. Most of you know that property is right directly behind where we're meeting at today. Many of you participated into the groundbreaking there, and certainly that project is well underway. Commissioner Stewart?
Yeah, no, I'm definitely in favor of this, but I just want to go on the record of always asking to make sure that we have more minority and female contractors for city projects.
Okay. Thank you for that information. At this time, we entertain a motion for approval. Motion by Commissioner Wynn. Do we have a second? Second by, whoever you got that, Ms. Ross. We have a motion and second. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries, will be sent to consent agenda. Item C is a resolution of Macon-Bibb County Commission authorizing the mayor to execute a master services agreement with Rum Creek Enterprises, LLC, for the provision of construction manager services for certain airport construction, primarily the FBO that we've been discussing. This is Mr. Clay Murphy, who's been here before with Rum Creek, and this is a contract for professional services with him to make sure that we dot every I and cross every T regarding the funding that we awarded that bond for recently. So at this time, I entertain a motion for approval. Motion by Commissioner Bailey. Do we have a second? Second by Commissioner Wynn. All the questions, Mr. Hall?
Yeah, does this mean we're getting real close to breaking ground there?
Yes, sir. We'll talk to you about that later. We expect action in due time on that, so things are looking well. We got slowed up a little bit with the change of administrations in D.C., but things are moving rapidly now. So thank you very much for that question. I think we got a motion in a second. Is that right? We did. All right. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries and will be sent to consent agenda. Item C is a resolution of Macon-Bibb County Commission authorizing the mayor to execute a master services, we already did that one. My bad. A resolution of Macon-Bibb County Commission authorizing the mayor to execute a professional services agreement with Blue Cedar Counseling, LLC, in an amount of $1,000 per week for the provision of clinical treatment assessor services for the State Court of Bibb County Probation Officer. This is going to be paid for from the general fund, State Court Probation. This is approved by our solicitor here and probation office here, and those funds are already been secured. It's just awarding the contract. So this time I'll make a motion to approve. Do we have a second? Second by Commissioner Bailey. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries. Will be sent to consent agenda. We're going to move on to a special purpose local option sales tax expenditure. This is a resolution of the Macon-Bibb County Commission authorizing the mayor to execute an agreement with Poolside, Inc. for the resurfacing of Dolores A. Brooks Recreation Center pool. The amount of $123,336 to be paid from the 2018 SPLOST Fund, East Macon Recreation Property Line. Can we get a motion to approve? Motion by Commissioner Bailey. Do we have a second? second by Commissioner Stewart. And Commissioner Stewart and Bronson, did y'all have a follow-up? Commissioner
Like to
Stewart?
be a
Co-sponsor, yes, sir. Commissioner Bronson?
Quick question for you. In regards to the resurfacing, do we have a time frame on when this will be completed?
No, sir, I'm not sure if it's going to, I'm not anticipating it's going to be done before the opening pool season. Yep.
Okay.
Yes, sir, just all timing. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. That motion carries. Will be sent to consent agenda. We do have one additional item, perhaps we'll discuss out of executive session, but in the meantime, we'll go ahead and go into executive session. You have a further question, sir?
Just for a record piece here, can we ensure that when we start doing projects like this for knowing we're going into the summertime with certain communities and so forth, that we're ensuring that these projects are completed prior to that, so that way we don't have a pause and opening?
Well, if we're aware of them, just like your car, we can't anticipate when it's going to break down, so.
Oh, no, I agree with you there. I agree with you there, but I just that way we can kind of manage it a little bit better than what we're doing.
We always do, but there are unexpected things that happen, and we address them just as soon as possible. And we could just not have it done until next year, but we made the effort to go ahead and start this project and appropriate the funds out of the supply, so.
Roger, sir. Thank you.
At this time, we do have a need to go into executive session, and for the purposes of discussing pending or potential litigation, settlement claims, administrative proceedings, and all other actions allowed by law. We got a motion to go into executive session. Got a motion by Commissioner Wilder. We have a second. Second by Commissioner Hewitt. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. We are now in executive session.